Hello grade 7s. So this video we will be doing a compound pulley system which will help you with mechanical advantage when you need to pull in the load. So let's look at the materials that we're going to be using today. And my name is Mokona Zote Morad. So the materials that we're going to need for this pulley system includes a rod which will be used as a supporting mechanism for the structure, a brush which will be used as an example of a load. We will need our wire which will be included in the wheels that we're going to do. You will see it later on in the stage. We will need super glue for gluing in our boxes and the rest of the materials, a scissor, a pencil, a ruler, and of course boxes. So let's go into step 1. So step 1, we're going to be using this cup to create 4 circles. These circles will be playing a role of a wheel. So we're going to be using this wider part for the 4 wheels that will be used in the compound system. Then for the smaller part here, we're going to be using this one for an axle. So I already drew my circles on the boxes, and to save the time I cut out the circles that I drew here. So here this is 2 circles and the other 2 circles which are going to be playing part as a wheel. So for my axles, I already drew the smaller parts using my cup. So now we will need to combine our wheel and axle to create a combination of a wheel and axle. So we're going to be doing this using my super glue. So these are the 2 wheels and an axle. So we're going to be combining them. So we just, yes, and put here another one just like that with the other wheel. So we need, at the end of the pasting, this is the phone. Okay, so after your wheel and axle has dried up, you will need to poke a hole, and you can use this. You can poke a hole using either your scissor or anything that will poke a hole in. So we poke our hole. Okay, so this is my hole. Then after that we have a rod. You need to cut your rod into same sizes pieces. So you will insert it here and it will play a role of your support mechanism. So this is the end product that you're supposed to have for both wheels. So this, after you have completed that step, now we are moving on to the next step. You remember the rod from our materials list. So this is what we're going to be using to support our whole pulley system structure. So we need to provide 2 support mechanisms in which you're going to place this. So after you're done with that, you remember the wheels that we had. So you're going to take just one wheel, you're going to insert it here. So it's supposed to stay like this. So I will do that and come back. Okay, so after you have put in your wheel, this is what the end product should be looking like. So this is the wheel that we put. So now we're going to provide a string in which this string will play as the rod that will be moving the pulley system. So let's do it. So the second wheel, this is how it's supposed to look like. It's not staying here like the one that's on here. So the second wheel, the support structure that we created at the beginning, it's going to be used to support the load. As you can see, I've already put in my load. So this is what you're supposed to do, and you're going to put this one aside while we add our support. Okay, so after we have completed all the steps, this is how our product is supposed to look like. So now let's actually see if it works, and it actually does mechanical advantage when I do the work. So what is supposed to happen here is that when I pull this string here, we're supposed to see the wheel and axle there moving and pulling up the load, and it's supposed to change direction to know that there is mechanical advantage being done and that I do not have to apply more force to the load having to move. So let's see it. Okay, so now we can see that it's changing direction and also the load is going up.